All right, Matt, our third fight on the main card, Bellator 228. This is our American card, and we're continuing with the Featherweight Grand Prix. You've got Darrion Caldwell, former Bantamweight champ, taking on Henry Corrales. And Matt, this fight is actually like one of the biggest fights of the weekend, if you can believe it. You've got Bellator Dublin, 227, 228, UFC Copenhagen. Lucas Grandsire, if he says that this is the biggest fight of the weekend, which he did on Between the Links this week, you should check that out. That means this is a really big fight. And listen, Darrion Caldwell, Division II All-American, former champ, super, super good fighter. Yeah, he's lost his last two fights to Kyoji Horiguchi, who again got knocked out in his last fight. But Caldwell's one of the best at 35. And his last fight at 45, which he fought at before, but his last fight at 45, they just couldn't find enough matchups for him at 35. He fought Noad Lahat, and he beat the brakes off him. He looked great in that fight. But Henry Corrales is on a great win streak of his own. What can you tell us about Henry Corrales?
Henry Corrales usually, he's kind of in this weird position because he was on a 3-fight losing streak, but it was only to the best guys. It was to Emmanuel Sanchez, Daniel Strauss before he had Zaxton, of course, and Patricio Pitbull. And losing to guys like that, like, it doesn't really tarnish you whatsoever. Those are all top-level guys. And a lot of people remember him for that vicious knockout of Aaron Pico. He got dropped early on, kind of composed himself, and he kind of made the blueprint for beating Aaron Pico. Just don't lose in the first minute, and then you're probably fine.
Yeah, because it was 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Yes, exactly. But he has wins over Noad Lahat. He beat George Karakhanyan, who it seems like everyone in this tournament has at least fought him at one point. But this should be a really fun fight. It just kind of comes down to, was it the weight cut that affected Darrion Caldwell's cardio so much down at 135? Or does his style just not really give him that great of cardio? Because he is a very good pressure wrestler. He's going to chase those takedowns for the first round just constantly, for the first 5 minutes at least. And then you can notice the fight gets much easier against Caldwell as long as you can get past that first, 2 rounds. Now, here's the thing. The first round of these Bellator tournament, it's all 3-round fights, so that might help Caldwell a little bit.
I'm taking Darrion Caldwell in this, actually. I'm going to take him here at 45. He looked good in the past. He did look depleted at 35 in both of the Horiguchi fights. I think he's going to be able to get it done here. Do not sleep on Henry Corrales.
No, I feel like
Henry Corrales is one of the most bitchin' fighters in this tournament.
And he does very well against wrestlers, and for that reason, I'm going to pick Henry Corrales.
Matt's going with Corrales. I'm going with Caldwell. This fight's awesome. Shout out to Lucas Grandsire. Looking forward to it. Fight Night Picks 2-minute breakdowns for Bellator 228, 27, Dublin, UFC Copenhagen here on YouTube.